Still lots of moves to be made around the league, and some teams could become contenders overnight.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. It's Williams and Markkanen teaming up at the forward slots. Zach LaVine out there with Derrick Rose, and it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Hayward after the basket by Chicago. To the middle. Here's Bamba. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Rose against Hayward. Screen by Robinson. Here's Rose. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Here's Orlando. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
That's a game they'd like to put in the rearview mirror. They know they treated it a little too lightly.
And obviously we know that's not how they usually play, but hey, they've got to perform better next time around.
Here's Howard. Rebound by the Bulls.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's Rose. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Markkanen outside. Shot clock at 6. Williams a screen on Hardaway. LaVine can't hit.
It could be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Well, this is a smart play by Dwight. Doesn't have a shot himself, so he moves the ball.
So it's Chicago now. The Magic making their last shot. Markkanen sets a screen. Rose right side. Pass to Williams. Now here's LaVine. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J.
That's something you can't defend. Zach using his vertical to shoot over the top.
Hayward outside. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Howard. Good work defensively by Robinson.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Wagner with it, picked up by Rose. Hardaway, the pass to Hayward. And here's Howard. Over Markkanen, and there's Howard. That one's good on the assist by Hayward.
That was solid defense, but Dwight just a bit better.
And for the Berlin native, Franz Wagner. His NBA career is off to a terrific start.
Yeah, at 6'10", he's extremely versatile. He's already a talented scorer at all 3 levels. Plus, he's able to put the ball on the floor and create for his teammates.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Rose. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Howard grabs the miss.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Howard with a screen on Markkanen. Hayward outside. Pass to Howard. Uses the glass on the layup.
Beautiful move inside. Howard showing the juice.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for Chicago. They trail by 1 to the paint. Here's LaVine. And the dunk by LaVine. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Orlando calls timeout. When it comes to LaVine, Smitty, he has a great combination of skills at the offensive end.
He does, B.A. Zach can shoot lights out from the perimeter, and he's explosive when he attacks the basket. Just the kind of guy you want on your side.
So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Clint Capella. He's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Bamba. Bay, he's checked in for Wagner. And Suggs is subbed in for Hayward. Williams against Hardaway. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And so here is Orlando, and it's stolen by Rose.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Markkanen. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
One of JaMychal's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Capella. Bay outside. Now Green. Clock at 6. Pass to Hardaway. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's Rose. Off with the layup.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Green with a screen on Rose. And there's the foul. He'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Suggs. No made baskets yet. Green with a screen on Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway against Williams.
Excellent read on defense from Patrick Williams.
And another miss by Orlando. Pass to Rose. Down low. Here's Robinson. Hardaway grabs the board. The Magic have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Capella, and the slam dunk by Capella.
What separates Capella is his quick jumps around the rim. Tremendous athlete.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Hurdles checked in for Chicago. Lewis comes in for Williams. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Clint Capella.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
On defense, the Magic. They trail by 1.
Magic foul. Jalen Suggs. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Markkanen. He had 28 points in the win against Boston.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
Now here's Rose. 6 on the shot clock. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Rose.
This is where Markkanen is lethal. Good balance off the catch, smooth mechanics, soft touch.
Hurdle grabs a miss.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And it's Rose penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
Love the aggressiveness, the tenacity of Derrick Rose. Love driving the basketball into the teeth of the defense.
Markkanen against Bay. Over Markkanen. That one rolls around and rims out. The Bulls have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Grant, it's fair to say this Magic team is still coming into its own as far as the youth on the roster.
Yeah, not a lot of NBA service time up and down the roster, but tons and tons of talent. I mean, they've done very well constructing the roster. Now to develop it, and they'll see the wins pile up.
From distance, Markkanen with the picture-perfect mechanics and the height to almost always get a clean look.
Here's Hardaway. They need this. The shot's good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. A line change here for Orlando. And looking at our leaderboard now, here are the big men putting up the big points over the last 10 games. Fifth, Dwight Howard.
These big fellas come at you in all kinds of ways. They may not share styles, but they're all effective scorers.
The other thing they have in common is that killer instinct. Every one of these guys wants the ball down low. They want to be the #1 option on every trip down the court.
Here's Pirtle. Yet to see a basket. Here's Black. Pass to Lewis. Now Pirtle, guarded by Howard. The shot by Pirtle, no good. And Hayward has got the ball here for Orlando. 6-point game. Howard with a screen on heel. Hayward, the pass to Howard.
And Dwight Howard, he is so huge. Once he gets solid positioning, he welcomes the contact on the way up.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Chicago?
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And he can't get the first one.
I respect how Dwight has adapted his game over the years, starting out as a rookie superstar and becoming a well-seasoned veteran.
We got this, we got this.
And he sinks the second. The Bulls have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Hield passes to Black. Back to Hield. Here's Lewis, defended by Wagner. Pirtle with a screen on Wagner to the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Black. That one rolls around and rims out.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Wagner with it, averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Hayward from downtown, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Not the guy you want to let catch fire. Hayward better be first on your mind.
Chicago leading. Here's Black. No points so far. Shoots over Hayward on the money with a shot from the left block.
The offense was firing on all cylinders, and that's the exact kind of shot they wanted.
Knocks it loose. Here's Lewis. 13 points in the win against Boston.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
A minute 58 left in the first quarter here. Here's Wesley. Pass to Sims. Inside. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
What power from Dwight. When he dunks it, you feel it.
Black passes to Gafford. Outside heel. Now here's Pirtle, guarded by Howard. Here's Lewis. Off the mark there with a 3. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Wagner outside. Pass to Wesley. And here's Howard, covered by Pirtle. Pulls it. Nice move. The shot by Howard, no good. Chicago's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Hurdle with a screen on Hayward. Healed from outside. Rebound by the Magic.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
43 seconds left in the first quarter here. Hayward, good.
Entering the league, this is where Hayward had to improve, and he has. Tremendous touch now from range.
Pass to Lewis. Hurdle with a screen on Wagner. From the stripe, gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Wagner. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hayward's shot is off. Lewis passes to Black. Now Pirtle. Here's Lewis. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
Good eyes. Pirtle scanning the floor, making a great pass.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bulls out in front. They lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
We've got Dwight Howard, Jalen Suggs out there with Gordon Hayward, and it's Cooks in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. 6 to shoot. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside heel. Robinson. A screen on Hayward. Heel passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
The find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
You know what I appreciate about Mitchell Robinson is his defense and how well he uses his length grip.
You know, he is so good, VA, at getting positioning to alter shots. And he finds ways to come up with a number of blocks, not to mention how active he is on the glass.
Here's Hield. And again, it's Chicago. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Zach LaVine talked about his path to stardom. He said, quote, "I've always viewed myself as a top-tier player, and I put in the work. If you expect yourself to be here, it's something that you have to go out and show each and every day. I feel like I've done that." Brian, that confidence was there from day one.
He's big time, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Black, guarded by Hayward. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Dwight Howard picks one up. And with players like Morant and Giannis last season getting undercut around the rim, would you support moving the charge circle out a foot, Grant?
You know, BA, that's a good idea. I mean, I don't see why not. The league wants more highlights and less injuries, so it seems to make a lot of sense to me.
No good on the free throw. The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Suggs. Howard with the ball. Robinson defending. From 7 feet away. And there's Howard. That one's good on the assist from Suggs.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Black. Outside Hield. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes. Hield's got 5 points.
Yet no hesitation from the veteran Hield. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
Hayward, the pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and he also didn't give up on that possession.
Williams against Wagner. Pass to Hayward. Let's go with a three. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Pass to Markkanen. The 7-footer Markkanen using that length.
The focus is all there for Lauri Markkanen. The guy's a straight baller.
Now here's Fultz. Levine with a steal. Levine in deep. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Orlando's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside, Green. Back to Fultz. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Rose. Outside, Williams. Pass to Markkanen. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, when you think of potential 50, 40, 90 guys, Lauri Markkanen has the chops for it, Smitty.
It's so great to see him come into his own BA. Took him a while to adjust to the league, but now the league's having to adjust to him.
First one falls for him.
You know, he's exceptionally focused, well-liked by his teammates. Markkanen looks to be a centerpiece for the future.
Markkanen hits them both.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Fultz passes to Capella. Bay with it. Green with a screen on Levine. Here's Bay. Ooh, poked away. Levine with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Markkanen. Oh, look at the fin with the finish. Lauri Markkanen.
The ability to play inside out. The more Markkanen attacks the rim, the more he creates opportunities for their perimeter game.
Lets it go from 11. The bank shot, no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Rose with it. Pass to Robinson. Stolen by Capella. Hardaway against Levine. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul. At the line for Orlando, Hardaway. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Hardaway hits them both. Here's Rose. Outside, Williams. Pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Marketed for 3. Hardaway grabs the board. For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Outside Fultz. Here's Capella. From 8 feet away, drops it in.
Beautiful work inside. Capella putting his hard hat on and going to work.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Some changes for Chicago. Pirtle comes in for Robinson, and Lewis is subbed in for Williams.
Once again, fans, your 3, 2, 1, high.
Pass to Levine. Fultz against Rose. Here's Lewis. Shot clock at 5. And Bay pulls it down. For Orlando, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Outside Fultz. Pass to Hardaway. Fires for 3. And it's Chicago with a board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Rose outside. Over Fultz. And again, no good by Chicago. Orlando trailing here. Bay outside to the paint. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
A trickier cover than he gets credit for. JaMychal Green catches the defender out of position.
And it's tied up with that one.
You've got to love the journey JaMychal Green has taken to get into the league, really clawing his way into this team's rotation thanks to his tremendous work ethic.
Bamba's checked in for Orlando. Wesley comes in for Fultz. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Pass to Markkanen. Over Bamba. Nice touch inside there from Markkanen.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Here's Wesley. Back to Hardaway. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Rose, the pass to Markkanen. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Pass to Green. Outside Hardaway. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Rose, the pass to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Over Bamba. Some solid defense from Bamba.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Hardaway on the wing. He's covered by Levine. Hardaway against Levine. Hardaway, the pass to Green. Rebound by the Bulls. Now Levine. 7 points in the game. Rose outside. To the left side wing. Lewis passes to Pirtle. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Pass to Wesley. Down low. Bamba lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now a 4-point Orlando lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition. And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Derrick Rose, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
A fan favorite in this league. Rose's hard work and perseverance through injuries speaks volumes.
Duarte, he's checked in for Levine. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Wagner, the pass to Hayward. Howard, the screen, puts it up, and it's Orlando with another.
I like seeing Hayward get involved with the screen, knowing what it takes to get some space for both he and his teammates.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Duarte. There's the screen. Out of bounds, it'll be Magic ball. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Magic, it's still very early, but they have a mountain to climb in their conference. And of course, the Chicago Bulls currently a ways below. Orlando has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Howard with a screen on Rose to the inside. The help from Markkanen. They get the rebound. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Yaka Pirtle. 2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Magic, Dwight Howard. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Howard. For Chicago, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Pass to Duarte. To the middle. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Still an excellent defender. When Dwight Howard is in the area, he's superb at coming up with the block.
Hayward, the pass to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. And another basket for Orlando.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Markkanen outside. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. Wainwright's checked in for Chicago.
Ish 12. Ish 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12. 12.
Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Wagner outside. Pass to Howard. And that one drops for him. Howard's got 9 points in the quarter.
A prolific scorer throughout his entire career. Howard knows how to get